Alrighty. I didn't think I'd see this day coming.
No, definitely not. Definitely didn't think that there would be a day where we'd have to do this, where um we'd have to explain this. I don't know. It doesn't even make it. Is honestly, it doesn't even. A lot of people come in and are asking, oh, do y'all still work with? Do y'all still work with Ney Ney? Do y'all still work with him? Do y'all still do videos with him? Hey, in person, when people come up to us, they ask, hey, where's the y'all's buddy? Where's y'all's friend that y'all work with? And blah blah, because they're so used to seeing us as a group, and we're kind of just like done with answering, I guess, right? I guess we're
Absolutely,
done.
absolutely. So the reasoning for this podcast is to direct people to here, so that they kind of know everything that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened, pretty much in summary, was that I was exit out of the group. Then next, you were exit out of the group, and people were wondering because for a very long time, I didn't say anything. Okay, I didn't give any details on what happened. Not that I was guilty of anything, because I think all the story and everything, all the details are going to finally be said here. It was more, I just didn't want to get into the drama and the situation that happened and occurred. And all we are saying is true, 100% facts.
And our
Followed up,
story.
Exactly. Our story and facts that are followed up by receipts. So let's start it off. Listen, I met Ney Ney 10 years ago this year. This was before my oldest was even born. He's about to be 10. And
I met him originally. So I had a barbershop, and I was already getting close to like on my way of closing down my shop too. Right when I started doing this.
But with Ney Ney, there's a pattern. There's a pattern there. I've been exit out with him for many times throughout the years. I've been exit out many times throughout the years with him. And, he's had so many different crews throughout the 10 years that I've known him. So many people come into his life, and then so many people exit his life. And there's just a pattern.
It's a common denominator.
Right. And history is always repeating itself. I knew my time was up one day or another. Not that it's my fault, because if it was just me and he had the same crew for the past 10 years, then I would take it as, okay, maybe there's something wrong with me.
No.
But the fact that it's been done with multiple people, it shows, okay, there's something going on here.
Well, another thing about that is, I remember one time when we did a video, and it was still in it was maybe like the middle, because he had kind of like, I guess, I wouldn't say he trusted me, but that day we went to go do videos at Ingram Mall. If nobody knows where that is, but we went to go do videos there, and it was for a credit repair company there. So we went to go do videos there, and that day that they had offered us like some shots. They had offered us shots while we were there at their business, and I didn't take any shots, but I had never seen him drink either. But he took like 2 shots, I think. So after, he was kind of like feeling good, I guess. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I don't think he trusted me at the time, but either way, he felt good enough to tell me like, hey, yeah, man, I used to be like, I used to be a user. Like I used to be like with women. Like I would use them. I would tell them, et cetera, et cetera. I would have them. I think he said he had one of them, like, I don't know. I forgot. I won't speak on it unless I know exactly what was said. Mm-hmm. But I know that he would say that. He said that for sure. He was like, I used to be a user with women. So I'm not a surprise to me that you think that the common denominator thing kind of comes up with over time, using people over and over, like you said.
Right. Absolutely. Because not only are we able to kind of see him be with different creators, we're able to see him with different women.
Oh yeah.
And listen, I truly believed that there was some kind of friendship there with him and I.
Same.
And I truly believed that at the end of the day, I was just used.
For sure.
If I couldn't provide anything, I basically was no use for him.
Yeah.
And it's sad and it's hurtful. And I'm sure plenty of women that are in his videos or plenty creators are experiencing the same thing. Now let's talk about why we were exited out of the group. I will speak first. Again, I've been exited out multiple times. I think the first time I was exited out was because I was working full time at an insurance job, and I couldn't provide what he needed, which was a cameraman there for him 24/7, or just to even be in his videos. Yeah. He needed that, and I couldn't do it. Literally, like, I needed to provide for my family. I had a kid on the way, and I couldn't be there for him. So he was like, okay, well, I find no use in you, and you're just done. So I was like, okay, whatever. He finds me a couple of years later. He uses me to do his music videos and to do this and do that. Management again. And then he doesn't need me. He just exits me out. So the most recent, and I think this is like the 5th time or 6th time that he's like removed me from his content in his life and his group and will block me, was recently we were... And so this one is so important and so specific because he posted a video that he removed somebody from his life, and he was no longer going to associate with me. And like, the cat's out the bag, right? The video was about me.
Yo, what's going on, guys? So literally recently, I had to cut somebody out of my life. Somebody that was very close, that I've known for years. I cut them out of my life. All I ask is for loyalty and respect from everybody that I meet. Loyalty and respect, that's all I ask. This person I cut off been disrespecting me for so many years now, was disloyal for so many years that I finally cut him off. I finally did it. And I want to let that person know, bro, you a pussycat doll. You a pussycat doll. Disrespecting woman, you know what you did. You didn't even apologize. You didn't even apologize to me. Yo, I put food on your table. I gave you over $10,000. I gave you all your followers you have. That's crazy, bro. This is how you repay me? All right. Pussycat doll.
Everyone started to kind of figure it out once they didn't see me in those videos anymore. And then once he posted a picture of me with a clown over my face. And then once he posted another picture of me with a quote that... next to Yolanda and Selena, referring to me as Yolanda,
and then me as Selena. Me and you were in that picture together, and it had like a Yolanda thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So that speaks to the fact that he takes these shots at you at people first.
Oh, most definitely. So, and of course, this is an important highlight. This is an important highlight of the podcast, is that definitely he is taking these shots, right? I stayed quiet for months. So let's get back to it, right? So basically he removed me because I made a joke involving a female and involving him and Frank. And if you guys don't know who Frank is he used to be part of the group. Well, he's still with Ney Ney, but it used to be us four. It used to be me, Kiki, Ney Ney, and Frank. And I made a joke because... and let me kind of break down, without spending too much time. Let me kind of break down the reasoning for this joke. Ney Ney had feelings for this girl Myra, aka Take Control. He immediately got upset because I guess she canceled a date that they were supposed to have. He was gonna show up late to a date with her, so she said, "Don't come." And I remember him saying, "Oh, okay, you know what, Frank, you can have her."
Oh shit!
So the disrespect already made me to believe, like, okay, it's okay to kind of joke between them two.
Yeah.
So I made a joke saying that because when we were leaving the restaurant, it was us four. We were leaving the restaurant. She wanted to go back there in the back with Frank, and I said, no, come go to the front. Go to the front. I was urging her to go to the front. She's like, no, you go to the front. And I said in a jokingly way, in a jokingly manner, you just want to go back there because Frank's back there. And so that joke upset her. She brought that to Ney Ney's attention. Yeah. They weren't seeing each other. They were just like...
They were never together.
Yeah, right. And she was just an F buddy.
And mind you, Myra is a also a big supporter on TikTok was a big supporter on TikTok for all of us. And by supporter, I mean somebody that gives you money on TikTok. So use that context for what you will.
Right, exactly. So so I made that joke, and Ney Ney took it upon himself to remove me from the group. Listen, he said that night when I had left, he dabbed me up, and he made it seem like everything was normal. All of a sudden, he leaves a group chat between all four of us.
No, yeah, the way he did it was very hoish. Like, the way he did it was, you came up the night. That's still after that night. You still talking to you good, man? You good? Yeah, everything. I remember y'all talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you good, bro? It was that night. It's still the night of you talking to them, and then the next morning, all right, bro. See you later. Blah blah. Like cool. Like completely. Like y'all were good. That it's so good that when he told us right after you left. I mean, that night you left that night, my bad.
Right.
You left that night. When he told you bye and stuff, it looked like y'all were good. So when he told us in the morning, like, hey guys, I'm not gonna affiliate with Jerry anymore. When he told us that, we were like, you just looked like you were gonna see him tomorrow, like,
right.
So to me, that spoke a little bit to me there when he did that. Like, okay, you can do that. Like, you can do that kind of stuff. Like. Act like a.
It's been at the end of the day, it's been fake.
Yeah,
it's been fake. He dapped me up, and then so maybe a couple of days later, he posts a video, and he basically says he calls me out and saying that I'm a pussy, and that I do females wrong. Supposedly he gave me $10,000, which is absolute false. That's defamation of character. I've never disrespected a female. All right, and what I'm saying. About a joke, listen, he disrespected her first, which allowed me to kind of come in with a joke, right? The $10,000, there was no $10,000 that he gave me. I have been working for Ney Ney for free up until he started actually making money, and even at that, he did not give me $10,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I don't know y'all's like financial stuff, but I do know like, I don't remember you like. You could always hear, like, when we would all go together somewhere, you would always hear him tell somebody, like, if he was gonna give somebody money, he'd be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna send you, what's your Cash App? I'm gonna send you this right now. Like,
right.
I hardly ever heard that for you.
Listen, he would give me $100 for 5 hours of work, right? Doing the math, I would have had to work for him for over 100 days to make that type of money.
Mm.
It was just a lie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else that video said. I wish I could touch on that more, but I mean, most of the video was lies, so I was hurt. That video did damage. It affected my mental health. I didn't talk to you and Frank. I figured you guys weren't allowed to talk to me.
It wasn't allowed. It wasn't anything like that. It's what he did was he made it seem like. Basically, he made it seem like, oh, y'all are, I'm not gonna affiliate with Jerry anymore. I'm not gonna affiliate with Jerry anymore. You know, y'all are free to do whatever y'all want. And then looking at us like, are y'all gonna be cool with him still? Like, you know what that's saying? Like, it's pretty much saying like, I'm probably not gonna fuck with y'all if y'all affiliate with him. But the good thing for me was that me and you had already had like our head clashing into each other. We were already butting heads and stuff. So at the time it was kind of like, and I agreed when we were, going back and forth with stuff. I was like, I had already had like my, I guess like our like annoyance with each other at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already like, I mean, yeah, fine. You're gonna fuck with them. I don't fuck with them.
Right.
So.
Listen, I was blocked. There was certain gifters who were gifting me that stopped gifting me. It affected me in a lot of ways. Of course, it didn't affect me to the point where I kind of quit going TikTok live. I was continuing every single day, pursuing. But like I will say, it definitely it hurt me at the time. And again, I didn't speak on anything after that video and after those posts. I didn't speak on anything for a good minute. Now let's get to you. I mean, listen, let's get to you. How did you and Ney Ney stop talking? How did y'all stop associating with each other?
So this is the question that everybody's been asking for, or that's been asking me about with the whole situation. So what originally happened was, uh, this goes back to Take Control, to Myra, the girlfriend that initially got Jerry pretty much dropped.
Right.
My girl had saw that Myra did med spa, or did like what is it called, I guess just like beauty body shaping, stuff like that.
Right. So she had a business.
Yeah, she had a business in that, and my girl was like, and she knew that her business was solidified. Like she had like 2 of them, I think, or at the time she said she claimed to have 2 of them. My girl had told me, could you ask her if I could if I could message her so I can maybe possibly go work with her. So I messaged I messaged Myra, and I asked her, and she said, yeah, cool. So her and Dominique started texting back and forth. And they started texting back and forth. Dominique went over there to her med spa for what's it called, for like an interview type thing. They spent like 4 hours. I guess they hit it off really well, and they continued texting. Well, one day Myra says, hey, can you ask Kiki if he wants to, if he would want to be on a reality show? And Dominique asked me, and of course, I mean, pending what she had to say, I was like, yeah, I would love to be on a reality show. So me and Dominique, we go meet up with Myra. We talk to her about the I guess like for the contract and stuff, to sign the contract. We go over everything. While I'm there, I'm telling Myra, because at the time, I guess she starts to get like annoyed with Angel a little bit at the time, because they're texting back and forth, but I guess they're having like little issues and stuff. And she's like, but they're still talking. And I'm like, look, I'm loyal to Angel. I'm loyal to my boys. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, go back and forth about this, about anything else other than that. I was also, I'm loyal to them. And she was like, no, for sure, I understand. She's like, this is business. This is completely business, and that's all we're here for. It's just business. She's like, I want you and your wife on this reality show. She's like, I think y'all could be really good, and blah blah blah. So we end up, me and Dominique end up signing the contract, and what we thought were contract, or fake, but we end up signing them, and the next day I'm excited. Like, I mean, me and Dominique are excited. Like that night we're speechless. We're driving around. We're in the car. We don't know what to say to each other, because we're thinking our lives are about to change. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And I'm excited. We're like, I think she teared up, and we were like on the, we told we couldn't wait to tell our sons about it. We're just so excited about this, and especially for me, you know what I mean? Because for us, that's like our, you know what I mean? That's the goal.
Absolutely.
It's to get there. It's for us to get there. And but either way, the next morning. So when it comes to Frank and Angel, I'm like, man, I can't wait to tell them about this. I'm excited. I can't, how they're gonna, react.
Hey guys, I don't know if y'all are awake or not, but I wanted to tell you, I have some pretty big news, man. So today, the reason I haven't been able to get on live the last 2 days is because me and my girl were going over some final contracts to be on a show on NBC. Her and Take Control have been texting, and they're like becoming like real cool with each other. And I haven't texted Take Control or anything like that, but they've been texting a lot. And she came to my girl with the opportunity to be on a show, and she brought it to us. And I'm freaking excited, man. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's a freaking amazing feeling, man. And also, if I get any chance, to bring y'all on, or if I get any chance, they give us any type of opportunity to, that I can help y'all in as well, I will, man. But yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. I'm still like in shock.
But I'll block her right now. I'll block her immediately right now. I'll show you a screenshot and everything. I'll block her. The other part that I'm like, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, Angel, saying he doesn't trust her. Angel does not.
In the back of my mind, I had a feeling that Angel would not respond, you know, being happy for me. But I was like, there's no way he can be like that. You know what I mean? I was like, there's no way he can be a douche about, you know, me getting the biggest opportunity for me and my family.
All right, Kiki. Well, if this is something you were doing for the last 3 days, you were off the internet 2 days, you didn't even tell us nothing, and then she told you over there that he might get mad or anything, and you didn't even bring that up to us, like, at all, bro. And if you're gonna go along with this, then go along with it, and we'll cut ends and we'll just keep it like that. No hard feelings if you're gonna go through with that. But she's doing it on purpose. If she said that to you over there, she's definitely doing it on purpose. I wish you would have told me before you even signed no papers. I mean, you wouldn't know Take Control if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't be where you're at if it wasn't for me. I've done a lot of videos with you in the past, and I thought you were very trustworthy and loyal to me. You're saying you never done anything loyal, but you're doing it now. That's the thing. You're doing it now. You're being unloyal right now. But if you're gonna go through with this, man, that's your choice. And if that's what you picked, then I'm not gonna, you know, pout over it. I'll just have to cut ends with you. That's it.
So I sent them the message. I sent them the picture it's a picture of me, my wife, and my sons signing the contracts. Mm-hmm. And I sent them to both of them. And the message I get back, like, pretty much took the air out of me. Angel was like, he put a mad face on it and was like, hey, he was like, Kiki, I suggest you don't sign that. If you do sign that, I don't want you part of my business anymore. I don't want you, oh wow. I don't want you to be part of my business anymore. And, I don't want to do videos anymore. And I was shocked by that. And then he continued to tell, Frank, he was like, Frank, if you still want to be part of my videos and be part of my business, you will not sign any of that, which I thought was weird, because why are you going to like shoot him a disclaimer? Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, you better not, you know, do something good for your career either. Like, he's like, you know, I don't mind your wife can sign it. And I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell my wife what to sign? Like, you're not going to say my wife can sign it. So once he said those kind of things, I was like, look, you know what, man? I was nice about it as I could be. And I was like, you know what, bro? I was like, I have a family to feed. I don't know if he doesn't have kids. He doesn't have a family that he has to feed. And he told us specifically, hey, he told each one of us, you, Frank, he told us all, he said,
I'm not going to be around. I might be drifting off one day. I might do this. I might go to a manager and they're going to be like, okay, well, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to be a movie actor. Okay, we're going to put your movies in. I don't know if I can bring y'all with me.
If I ever, you know, get into a movie or something, I'm not bringing y'all with me. If I ever get into a show or something, I'm not bringing y'all with me. If I ever make it, I'm not bringing y'all with me. So y'all better make it for yourselves right now. Mm-hmm. And those words were ringing in my head at the time. Like, while I was like, okay, cool. I just got to do this for myself. And he's nobody that I would need to tell my business to either. Like, he would never tell you. Would he ever tell you his business that he was doing? No. He would never tell me any of his business.
I mean, in a sense, he kind of would, because again, I was acting management for him.
Yeah.
Meaning it was never on pen and paper. I was just kind of like, hey, can you talk to these people for me?
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, his moves he was making. That's what I'm saying.
No. As far as where he was going, all we knew was he was going to leave us behind.
Yeah. So he had already told us, but either way, he would never tell me of any of his moves or anything like that he was making ever. Like, never. So as a grown man, it was kind of weird for me to be like, hey, daddy, you know, is it okay if I, like, I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. So either way, like I said, he had those words were ringing in my head. Him saying like, "Yo, if I ever make it, I'm not taking y'all with me. If I make it into a movie, I'm not taking y'all with me." And also, if he said, he also had told us, "I don't see y'all as friends. Y'all are not my friends. Y'all are. Right. I don't view y'all as friends." He would tell people online that we're his boys and stuff, but behind the scenes, he'd be like, you know, I don't have friends. No, or would he say them? Online, he would do both, right? He would say,
"Yeah, I think online he started to kind of mention that out there."
Yeah, but he
slowly started to kind of introduce the idea of we're all just content creators.
Yeah.
And we're not. He would refer to us as his boys, and then slowly he was starting to reintroduce us as okay, we're just kind of like content creators, just kind of collabing. We're not best friends. We're not homeboys. You know. And listen, first of all, I want to apologize for that. You know, it's an unfortunate way to kind of be exit out of the group. Jealousy, I think.
Yeah.
Is what comes through my mind.
Oh yeah.
Jealousy, because it's like, listen, the deal didn't go down, and I think that's a different story. And if you want to know more details, go to Kiki's page on his TikTok. He has was it a 4-part?
Yeah.
Like a 4-part series on why the deal didn't go down. Very unfortunate, but had the deal went down and had it been an authentic deal, I think that is in other words, shitty way to kind of release somebody from your friends or from your group just because you weren't given a contract like that, or, you know.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing is, what Myra told me is that she offered him the contract. She offered him the contract, but his reply was, I want to see what the numbers do first. I want to see how the views, the ratings do first. That's what he said. And he said, I want to see how the ratings do first. But what the thing about that is, she told me that once I signed, and me and him weren't talking anymore, but that once I signed, that he sent a message to her telling her, where's my contract?
Okay.
Like he wanted to be a part of it all of a sudden.
I see. This was after you posted on your Facebook a picture of you and your wife signing the contract, correct? Okay. I think in his mind, he perhaps thought it was, okay, it's real. He's going to get paid, and I don't want to be left out. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's very unfortunate. Listen, sometimes your friends want to see you doing good, but they don't want to see you doing better than themselves.
That's for sure.
And that's a harsh reality. So that's kind of how we were exit out the group. Mm-hmm. I had my story, you had your story. I felt pressured to basically maintain that loyalty towards him. Yeah. And it kind of had to all come to an end when he made that post about me. My own mother was confused. My own mother accused me of disrespecting a woman in another sense, because he didn't provide any kind of clarity of what he was talking about. All he said was, this person disrespected a woman. And it could have meant anything. It could have meant that I touched the woman wrong. It could have meant that I'm a married man. It could have meant that I talked to her wrong or did something. These are accusations that my wife, my mother, and people around me, people close to me, were asking me, what did you do? What did you do? These are things that I kind of had to deal with because of his negligence as an associate. Yeah. Just throwing me under the bus like that.
And not only that, but like people like that play games as well. He's one of the type of people that plays games, like as far as like likes to make subliminal messages, likes to, you know what I mean? So that makes it like even worse.
Don't we have footage of that? Don't we have footage of that? Oh, but I'm not a good father to my cats. We got footage, bro. Come on, talk your shit, bro.
The things he cringes me about, the things he's done, he's freaking a gross cringe. He reminds me of he used to work at Subway too. He reminds me of that guy from Subway, that Jared dude. He's a freaking cringe little freaking nasty dude. F that dude, bro. F that dude. He needs to be canceled already.
Yeah. For as long as I've known him, man, I mean, he loves to attack people. He loves to be better than people, and he loves to attack people at their weakest and at their lowest. I've seen it done before. I've seen him trying to push me towards trying to attack another content creator that didn't come up with him or didn't make it with him, or that he exited out the group. I've seen these things, and it's just again and again and again. It's constant. Like I said, I want this podcast kind of to be like a
pretty much just telling our side.
A closing chapter.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I want this to be a closing chapter.
after this, I don't. That's the reason. That's the reason.
If somebody invites you to a podcast to kind of share more, I mean, are you willing to go?
They'd have to pay me to go do that, to do it again. I don't want to. I want us to make our own like mark. You know what I mean? Without. Right. I don't want to hear nothing else about nobody else. I don't want to bring it up anymore. I don't like people coming into my stream asking, yo, what's the story with y'all? What happened with y'all?
Right.
I don't care to do that anymore.
Out of all four of us, he's down to one more person, which is Frank. I thought Frank was a good friend. Frank, I thought he had my back a lot of the times, and he would, when we were alone, he would tell me how much he loved me and how much he appreciated me as his friend and how much he loved that we did content together. So the moment we all disappeared, the moment that I was exited out of the group, now with you saying that, you know, you guys weren't demanded to get rid of me, he had that opportunity to continue doing battles with me and continue doing videos and this and that. But I felt like he chose his loyalty towards Ney Ney.
Which he had he could easily have kept his relationship with you, like,
right.
He could easily have, because y'all didn't have no back and forth. Y'all didn't have any like, you know, thinking negative of each other or anything like that.
I seriously felt like we had it good. I thought we were great. I think out of all four of us, I was closer more to him than anything. Yeah. But it just kind of showed me the type of person he is as well, and how much he's willing to stick his loyalty to Ney Ney.
I wouldn't say loyalty. The guy.
Well,
I would have thought the guy was loyal. I thought the guy was a loyal guy. I thought so. I was proven wrong when it actually came time to show loyalty. It actually came time to show, you know, what he showed me was that he'll put on a loyal face as long as he can to reap benefits. As long as he's got some benefit to it. Right now, he's not even being loyal to Angel. That boy is gonna. Since I don't want to, so I want to be very careful with my words. I don't see, in my opinion, I don't see him sticking around with.
Do you think he already had the mindset of he was gonna block you, or do you think that do you think he was already prepared to block you?
I think to please Angel, he already had a little bit of a because I told him, I remember I had told him, I go, look, bro, if you ever need to, because he said, at first he had said, you know, I'm still going to be cool with you, you know, whatever happens with me and Angel, whatever. And when he said that, and I was like, look, bro, I was like, honestly, if you ever, if you have an opportunity to move up, you know what I mean? If you and Angel are going to go do something, some big opportunity or something, and you know he requires that you drop me as a friend, I was like, or you know, you can't do it, bro. Take that opportunity, take that dub. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I told him that, and it was weird because it was like the second that I had said that, it's almost like he ran with that,
like that was a confirmation for him.
Yeah, like
to finally. You know, again, I don't think I've ever had a bad thing with him, but I will say this: when Angel was on live and he was attacking me,
and Jerry, you're freaking irrelevant, bro. Just get the freak out of this TikTok.
He was nowhere to be found.
Go back to what you're doing, bro. Like, get out of here, bro.
Bro. This is Jerry, bro. Nowhere to be found, bro. Nowhere. And I don't know where this happened. I don't know where this, bro. I don't know where. Is there a cloud? Is there a cloud? Where's the cloud? I need some viewers in my life. I need some clout, because I am falling off. Where's the cloud? Oh, there it is. Angel, F you, Angel, F you. Oh my God, my views are going up to 70. 100. Oh my God, I'm famous again. Oh! The fudge out of here.
Listen, I never said nothing bad about him. That I don't think. I've never said nothing bad about him on live. I've never said nothing bad about him on videos, or I've never taken shots, but for him to get upset and attack me like that, I felt that was more of a command from Angel or from Ney Ney. Like, I think he was prepared to go live that day with the intentions of trying to attack me.
I mean, that's the only reason that we've ever hit back.
Right.
It's because of him shooting at us,
And again, this whole podcast was because Ney Ney has attacked first. We're not coming out of nowhere trying to.
I've stayed quiet. I had stayed quiet after we stopped talking. I had stayed quiet the whole time. And one morning I wake up to him and Frank both talking shit about me on live, like going in on me for no reason.
Little Wee Wee hasn't said what he's done. Has Wee Wee said what he's done, bro? Has he said what he's done? No, he's just letting other people talk. He's letting Hydro talk about us. He's letting Tia Toxica. Yeah. He's just laughing about it. Yeah. Yo, you signed a contract, bro. Just say it. You signed a contract with somebody I didn't like. Somebody I told you not to talk to. And you did. You chose money over loyalty.
Or this, money over loyalty.
You chose money over loyalty.
Money over a freaking friend, bro.
Come on. Let's be real. Talk about that. When you go online, when they ask you, talk about that, bro.
Talk about that shit. Don't be freaking. I'm going around and talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So why are you avoiding the freaking thing? Tell them that you freaking signed a freaking contract with.
Stop laughing what other people are saying about and what you did. Let's talk about what you did, bro. Talk. They want to know. People want to know. Tell them what you did. I can go word for word of what you did, but I'm not. I'm gonna let you say what you did. If you want me to say it, I'll say it. Next time he's on live, let him know if he wants me to say it, I'll say it. You know what? Y'all wouldn't even know because y'all blocked him.
I'll tell Kiki this. I'll tell Kiki, bro, get on live, homie. Go push yourself. Go, homie. You should be more famous than I am, bro. You should get yourself and put yourself out there, bro. Go live. Stop being a lazy fucking go live, homie. Go live. I want to help you. I'm telling you, go live, homie. Post videos. Stop being lazy. Stop freaking posting just videos at home. Go out and do videos out there. After he's already getting exposed and everything, he's going to go back to his freaking regular freaking shitty ass freaking life.
And I stay to myself. I don't. You know. I stay out of drama all the way. And it's like the last 4 months have been nothing but that. And I usually stay out of it, and I will not hit at you until you do me dirty or hit me wrong first. I will stay out of it as much as I can.
Right. Just so unfortunate. Do you have any last words that you want to speak on anything about?
I mean, there's not much else to say. It's just other than the fact that hopefully, just be careful who you support. I mean, it doesn't make a difference to me whether the guy makes it or not, because pissing on his grass is not going to make mine any greener.
Absolutely.
So this story is literally just to let y'all know so we don't have to repeat this again anymore. Have to be answering so many people's questions. We can direct everybody to this video, and y'all can come and see it.
But also, I mean, again, we kind of beg to differ. Now that I'm no longer associating with him, I think his true self perhaps is kind of coming out and it's starting to make a lot of sense.
To be honest, I think it's the opposite. I think that his real self, I think he's just exactly what he told me. I don't think he ever changed from what I said at the beginning of the podcast as being a user, as a type of person. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying what he told me he is.
But then again, I think I just became brain fogged. I think I was just brain fogged into believing that he was a certain person. I truly believe deep down that he's a narcissistic person. Yeah. I feel like he will use you and try to control you. And if he's not able to do any of those things, he has no use for you. I definitely think he has a super ego where he believes that he's better than everybody. That's why he's considered himself to be, quote unquote, the king of the city or the queen of the city. Right. That's why he says that nobody can top him and this and that. There's so much narcissistic traits that I've seen with him. And it wasn't until after the breakup that we had that I was able to see that. Again, maybe I was just blind throughout these months, throughout these years that I was associating with him. And I think it's just starting to make sense to me now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that he's I think his real personality it shows in his actions. I feel like the way that he's treated people, and kind of pretty much recycled people. Like I think it shows everything. In my opinion, and I don't feel like, I think the humbleness to me, whenever I got like a humble, whenever I saw like a, what's it called, like him being humble, it sounded nice.
Right.
You know what I mean? It sounded nice to me at the time, but when I started to look back, like as far as like giving people money, it always felt like it was with some intention, like.
It was never just done from the heart. It was done to be put on video
and not just for video. Like even if he did it without recording, I always feel like there was some reasoning behind it. Like even when it wasn't recording, I just have this feeling. I don't know. I can't explain it.
like to show off in front of you, like, hey, I'm giving money.
Maybe, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like so. And I'm sure he's done it on his own too, and I feel like even at that, it's just that's how much I believe that good person is not really
right.
him. That's how much I believe it, because I even believe he's gifted people by himself with nobody around, and still I believe that that has a reason behind it why he did it. Like in other words, like for example, he would go to people and be like, he would tell each single person that he met, like, hey, follow me, follow my TikTok.
Right.
Yeah, and he would tell every single person, like, hey, follow me on TikTok. So if he would tell each person that he met individually, hey, follow me on TikTok, you think that he wouldn't think in his head like, oh, well, if I give this person money, each person that I give money to, maybe they'll, something along those lines of like
he's buying something from them.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
I see.
So, but a little quick side note though, he also doesn't. He says I don't like the fact that he says he's from. He says he's from the South Side. I know. Damn near everybody on the South Side. Jerry's actually from the South Side. Nobody that I know has ever met this guy from the South Side.
Right.
Nobody knows him. I don't know anybody that knows him that's from the South Side. And it's weird that before I came along, was he ever talking about being from the South Side?
Not that I can remember. It became a thing one day out of nowhere.
And it's not like a big thing. It's not super important. It's just another like aspect of his character to where he has this thing about taking people's ideas, using people's like ideas, or using people's personas, or even stealing people's personalities. So, well, he throws up the 2-0 the wrong way. He throws it up doing the shocker, like,
oh wow,
the 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. He throws this.
So wait, so this is not the 2-1? Oh wait,
no, he throws this up. He was like this.
Like this?
No, with the middle finger. He gets the middle finger.
Oh, 1 2 1 0 2.
Yeah, this.
Oh, it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
2 1 0. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I think there's a lot that we haven't spoken about because we want to remain private for a majority of things, but this is just kind of the truth, the dark untold truth, and it's very unfortunate. We didn't want to do this for clout or intention or anything like that. I think we feel like it should just be out there.
Yeah. No, we need everybody to know. We need it to be shared. We need it to be promoted. Let everybody know. That way we don't get ourselves asked so much, and we can push forward with what we want to do.
Right. I think this is finally closing the curtain, closing the chapter, and start making a mark as our individual selves.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we're not associated with somebody else, and we're just doing our own thing.
Exactly.
With that being said, this is the end of the podcast here.
You waited the whole podcast to hit that one time.
Yeah, I was gonna do more, but we got it so intense. I do want to add some notes real quick before we end the podcast.
We recently got pretty much an inside scoop from somebody saying that the person that we're making the podcast about, they're not taking it, I guess, as well as I guess we thought they could have taken it.
We decided to minimize the podcast and cut a lot of information that we were going to put out there. Also, we do want to note that we were attacked both first, and we didn't really say anything up until this podcast. So we decided to just take certain things out and just pretty much make it as important as it was about telling our story and how we were cut out of the group. And we just want to give you guys that. We have a giveaway coming this Sunday. We want to focus and shift all of our energy and our positivity and push that on that. We don't want to continue with this drama.
It eats you, this kind of stuff. Like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, even though you're just defending yourself.
And we're acting the way he was acting towards us, and that's just not who we are, truly. So as long as our names aren't being brought up anymore, we're okay with the idea of just dropping it all here. Again, we're just going to release this podcast with our side of the story.
Yeah, and not only that, we also want to get back to our content, man. Our content is it's always just been about being funny. It's always just about making laugh, making people happy, making people, making their day, and not bringing what's already a horrible ass, country right now, making it worse. We just want to make things better. So that's not what this is doing right now.
Right, exactly. So with that said, we're going to shift all of our energy back into everything we've normally done. Guys, if y'all watch this podcast, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, guys. If you continue to vibe with us in the future, thank you. We appreciate you. And y'all have a blessed one. Thank you.
Be safe, man.